Hello guys, this is Master Video Studios here again with another top 10 list. Joining me this time is once again Ultraman 52, aka Shadow Warp,
aka Shadow Warp.
yeah. And we are joined by the good old Jamie. Crap, how do you like your last name pronounced again?
Graybow. Jamie Graybow, everyone.
Yes, him. And tonight, after like a week of me releasing the first episode again, by the way, go check it out. We are now going to do our top 10 favorite dinosaurs. So, Jamie, you got your top 10 list?
Yup.
And Ultraman 52 does not really have a top 10 list, but I'm pretty sure there are some prehistoric beasts in this episode he can comment on.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically be talking, like putting in my own comments for certain creatures and whatnot. Just because like he said, I don't have the top 10 list. I'm sorry, I can't really think of one.
All right. So, Jamie, do you want to go first?
Yup. My number 10 is a ceratopsid, and which are the dinosaurs that have horns on their heads and are basically similar to a triceratops, and that is the Styracosaurus.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I think they have about 5 horns on their head.
Like on the crest?
Yeah. What? Alright, hold on. And I love this dinosaur because it looks very fierce, and it looks like it's about to kill you.
It looks like something you don't want to mess with.
Exactly.
Jay, do you know what a Styracosaurus is?
Yes, I do actually.
And
Surprisingly,
what are your comments on it?
it's something you don't want to fuck with. Because I remember seeing this one. I think it's like 80s, I believe it is. Like 80s low budget horror film called Planet of Dinosaurs. Anybody ever heard of that film? There's a scene where one of the guys gets basically impaled by a Styracosaurus.
Oh.
Or something that actually looks like one.
Yeah. So, Jamie, the Styracosaurus is your number 10.
Yep.
Beautiful herbivore. Anyways, my number 10 is what I would consider a ninja of the dinosaur family. And this one is something fierce. And I had to put it on my list because it is certainly a creature to behold, and it's truly deadly. My number 10 is the Utahraptor. If you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
These things, they're awesome.
Aren't they a lot bigger than the velociraptors?
Yeah. Velociraptors, you need about 3 of them to take down an iguanodon. A Utahraptor, you only need 1. Imagine those things in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty crazy.
I'm pretty sure those things would be the only raptor to rival the Velociraptor.
Exactly.
These things can possibly run faster than these guys. They can jump higher. And I just overall think these are better raptors overall.
Besides, I especially love how they're predicted in Walking with Dinosaurs. How they're white and have that ghostly grin on their face and those eyes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm gonna rape you.
Exactly.
Oh, so Jay, what's your opinions on the Utahraptor?
It's been a while since I've actually seen what a Utahraptor actually looks like. Oh, wait, is it a dinosaur that actually kind of looks like a, what's it, damn, my brain is derping.
Already?
Yes, it is. I cannot words right now. So just skip it. Skip me.
Alright. So, that's my number 10, the mighty fearsome Utahraptor.
My number 9 is the Velociraptor.
Oh boy.
Get that girl.
We still gotta talk about dinosaurs that run this run faster, if not fast as cheetahs.
I mostly prefer the ones that have feathers because it makes them look more, uh,
Bird-like.
yeah, bird-like and more, like stealthy in a way because they're able to camouflage themselves in grass. And plus, I don't know, something seems like more monstrous about them if they have feathers. And they kind of resemble dragons in a way.
And would you consider the Velociraptor to be one of the ninjas of the dinosaur family? That's how I view raptors. They're basically prehistoric ninjas.
Or assassins.
Yeah, that's basically what they are.
They're a part of the League of Shadow.
I especially love the claws on their feet.
You do know what those things were used for, right?
Scooping out brain matter.
That and basically they were what raptors were made. What the claw on the raptor's foot was made to do was basically either hold down hunks of meat or actually slash the prey. Because most of the time raptors mainly go for the throat.
Yep.
They basically like were the world's, like, I would say, first organized, like, serial killer dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're basically the Jack the Rippers of the dinosaur era.
Like, it's like, bitch, I'm coming for that ass.
Which is also why I prefer the feathered ones, because they look like something from some weird science experiment gone wrong.
I do like those, don't get me wrong. I love the Jurassic Park Rippers to death. But I kind of like the feathered ones even more.
Yeah.
So, that's your number 9 then.
Mm-hmm.
The Velociraptor. But my number 9 is now a herbivore. And this one is considered to be the largest living land animal to ever exist, basically. For now. My number 9 is the Diplodocus. My favorite, if not the best, sauropod to ever exist.
Because of how massive they are.
Yeah, basically.
I see them as the real life kaiju. Like the real life giant monster.
Dang it, dinosaurs basically were real life giant monsters.
Yep, basically.
The only difference is that they're practically harmless unless you get in their way.
Yep. I mean, Diplodocus is not only my favorite because it's basically gigantic, but because it has some of the most... Basically, what am I thinking? Let me just say, it's a badass sauropod. This thing is not afraid to put up a fight.
I've always preferred the Brachiosaurus because they have that crest on their head and they're more upright. But the Diplodocus, I love how horizontally long they are, especially how their tails swirl.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about when the tails swirl the tips and Walking with Dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
You do know a Diplodocus could actually use that as a whip.
Yep. Didn't a baby one use that against an Allosaurus?
Yeah, basically those.
I had no idea about this, actually. Hold on here. Is this even correct? Yes, it is correct. There actually apparently is a comic book series called Dinosaurs versus Aliens.
Really?
Yep.
And
it's basically from the director of the Men in Black films.
That's either really cool or really stupid. But anyways, I'm still wondering about this dinosaur thing. Did some dinosaurs actually have 2 brains?
I don't think so. I think maybe the bipedal ones do.
Because I'm starting to think, how the heck does this thing even move if it's that massive?
I have exactly sure.
Which version of Diplodocus do you like more? An artist rendering where it's basically its head is basically in the sky like like a Brachiosaurus, and its tail is dragging, or do you like the Walking with Dinosaur version better?
I love the Walking with Dinosaur version a lot better.
I like those too because they just seem majestic.
Yep. Seemed like a beautiful sight.
By the way, I recommend this dinosaur to be in the Jurassic Park world.
Oh,
So yeah, my number 9 is the Diplodocus. Jay, your thoughts on it?
Awesome dinosaur. Can't really say much about it.
All right.
Yes, I do know like what it actually looks like.
I'm pretty sure we've all seen Walking with Dinosaurs.
I have.
I have.
I also love its facial structure.
Oh yeah, that too. Anyways, Jamie, your number 8.
My number 8, my number 8 is the iguanodon. Like I love these things because they can stand both upright and downright.
And not to mention, the Iguanodon family is basically the only dinosaurs that can actually chew their food.
Yep, and I love their thumb spikes.
Oh, I wish I had a thumb spike.
Like one of the traits of Godzilla was actually inspired by the iguanodon, which are his arms. And plus, they're one of those dinosaurs I would keep as a pet.
Yeah, because it seems utterly harmless.
And it would make for good transportation.
Right, like a horse.
hmm I like to imagine them as basically reptilian dogs, giant reptilian dogs,
That's one way to put them.
and and they kind of remind me of bears a little bit. How they like get up to reach their food and everything.
I'd like to see a fight between an iguanodon and a grizzly bear.
I can see a grizzly bear winning.
Why?
But
Iguanodon's a lot bigger.
Um, and the fact that they're more ferocious. But it'll be a pretty good fight though.
Not to mention, speaking of going back to the thumb spike thing, I seriously wish I had one of those instead of basically. Imagine if I lived in a very dangerous neighborhood where somebody either got murdered or mugged every night. Instead of having a switchblade, I could just use my thumbs.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
So, Jay, your thoughts on the iguanodon?
Not really a fan of the iguanodon like that much. I know that he's supposed to be like a more, like he's like mainly like the body, if you want to say, of or like one of the main components that make Godzilla. You know, really, if you were to say that, oh, he's a combination out of these dinosaurs. But I would say he's one of the candidates.
Yep. So, Jamie, that's your number 8.
hmm
My number 8 is it's another thing that Godzilla is made out of, in terms of what it's got on its back, and that would be the Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
Yep.
Yes.
Basically the most famous dinosaur with plates you can think of.
A funny story, my grandmother actually used to call Stegosaurus, I don't know why she ever called it this, but my grandmother used to always call the Stegosaurus Peppy.
Really?
Yeah, and I never knew why.
The Stegosaurus is basically my favorite herbivore.
Yeah, it is something to behold. I mean, this is another herbivore that fights back, basically.
Yeah, it's one of the dinosaurs that's an equivalent to a dragon, or at least one of the bipedal dragons. I mean, not bipedal, the land dragons.
This is one of the very few dinosaurs that could take on an Allosaurus.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the size of those tail spikes?
Oh, yeah.
And those plates! I love how when Walking with Dinosaurs, they explain what the plates can do.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite
Like this,
trait of the Stegosaurus.
that I
Other
can
than
basically
translucency.
pulsate blood into its plates to make them look brighter and more frightening.
Mhm. I think that's what inspired Godzilla's atomic breath, how his spines glow.
Jay, your thoughts on the Stegosaurus?
Pretty much like one of the basic dinosaurs I think every kid should actually know about, really.
I mean, come on, it's the most common herbivore found in North America.
That's true.
Yeah, so my number 8 is Stegosaurus. We get on to our number 7,
Now
Jamie.
all this talk of dinosaurs makes me want to watch The Last Dinosaur.
Oh God.
My number 7 is the Allosaurus.
Oh, dude, that's also my number 7.
Also, if I'm correct, isn't the Allosaurus also the same dinosaur in The Last Dinosaur?
I think the last dinosaur is a Tyrannosaurus.
No, it actually has 3 fingers.
Oh,
It's probably one of those theropods that are like similar to the T-Rex, but not quite it. I love the Allosaurus, man.
oh, this thing is basically a lion on 2 legs.
Exactly. I love the the way his head is shaped, especially those 2 crests on his head.
Oh,
And I don't know if it's either Walking with Dinosaurs or Jurassic Park, but I love the sound it makes, where it's like a clicking noise.
Kind of like the Predator.
Yeah.
I
Instead of like a cliche roar, it's like a or something like that. I don't know which movie it was, but I love the way the Allosaurus sounded.
I like the Allosaurus and Walking with Dinosaurs. Those things were awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, come on. These things have the cojones to take on things bigger than them.
Also, I loved the way they move.
They're basically a prehistoric version of a pride of lions or a pack of jackals.
Exactly.
So, Jay, your thoughts on Allosaurus?
Pretty much, as a kid, he was actually one of my favorite dinosaurs of all time as a kid. Now I don't know anymore because I'm just not that big into dinosaurs that much anymore. But also, the Allosaurus. Actually, no. I was wrong. I am terribly sorry, actually. It appears here that actually the dinosaur in The Last Dinosaur is actually a Tyrannosaurus. The Japanese poster makes him have 3 fingers, and I have no idea why.
Like one of the main attributes of an Allosaurus are the crests on his head,
Allosaurus didn't have crest on his head.
or like something that's kind of shaped like little horns.
That's the Carnosaurus.
Yeah, but like they have like these things on their head that look like enlarged eyebrows. I'm looking at pictures of it. So
You leak me one?
Yeah, sure.
but I love the way the Walking with Dinosaurs staff designed the Allosaurus, like the color scheme.
I love the color of the skin.
Yeah,
The black stripes remind me of a tiger.
and I love the red spot on his head. So since both of our number 7 is Allosaurus, want to skip to number
that's
6?
it. Okay.
Yeah. Let's skip to our number 6. Jamie, go!
My number 6 is the Stegosaurus.
Another inspiration for Godzilla.
Yep, exactly. And I basically have the same thoughts as Kyle here, where I love the concept behind its plates, and it's basically one of the only herbivores that's actually able to defend itself. And that scene with the Stegosaurs in the Lost World startled me as a kid, and literally made me shut off the movie.
Wait, what
Like,
scene?
Like, remember the scene where the female character tries to, like, meets with this baby Stegosaurus and the parents get angry?
Oh, yeah.
You mean the scene to where everyone just wants to punch that bitch in the face for doing the stupidest fucking thing on Earth?
And that would be going up to a...
Sarah!
Legitimately, I wanted to go to that bitch and punch her in the face.
Sarah.
And then if I did do that, I would just punch her in the face again, and tell her to go home, make me a goddamn sandwich like the bitch you are.
Oh
I think
wow,
I
you're
remember-
aggressive.
I think I remember getting nightmares from the Stegosaurus once.
No, the scene that startled me in the Lost World is when that spike went through the log.
Yeah, that startled me and gave me nightmares.
It's like you're asleep, then you hear something weird, and that spike comes down into your chest.
Yep.
That'd be horrible. That'd be a
that's
horrible
why
way to go.
Stegosaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, because I was scared of them as a kid, but now I love them.
So that's your number 6?
Yep.
Okay, my number 6 is definitely one of the strangest dinosaurs ever discovered. When they first discovered this dinosaur in the bone bed somewhere, they thought what they found were the ribs of a giant turtle. But then when they dug farther, they discovered that they were actually claws, and they were attached to what appeared to be 10-foot arms. And that dinosaur is the Therizinosaurus, aka the giant claw.
I haven't heard of that.
You've
No, we are not talking about that godforsaken piece of shit film called The Giant Claw.
We're talking about the goddamn dinosaur, damn it.
The flying battleship. And it's from space.
Oh boy. So do you guys know what dinosaur I'm talking about?
They were smoking some really hard, like in really bad drugs, if they decided to make the thing from space. Flat out. What?
You guys know which dinosaur I'm talking about, right?
I don't, but he probably does.
Jamie, do you know what the Therizinosaurus is?
I think I've heard of it.
It's a dinosaur that stands on 2 legs, it eats plants, and it has 3 feet long claws.
Yeah, I think I've seen a picture of it somewhere.
Hold on a second, if you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm gonna send you a picture of it. For people in the audience, they probably know what I'm talking about, because they're looking at a goddamn picture. Yeah, here's what the Therizinosaurus looks like. It's one of the strangest sights to ever behold. You guys see it now?
Hold on, bro.
Hold on,
What the hell? I think it's fat. Fat as fuck.
Look at the claws, though!
Look,
The claws, man, the claws.
this fucking that has some giant ass shoulder plates. And why is it fat?
It likes to eat plants a lot?
God damn, that fucking dinosaur is obese as hell.
Okay, you would imagine a dinosaur with claws this long to basically be a carnivore, right?
Oh god, that thing looks pretty cool. I especially love the claws. Kind of reminds me of either Wolverine or Freddy Krueger. But like, I can see it being a herbivore because of its beak. And I feel that its claws are used to like cut down branches and leaves.
And they're used for self-defense.
Yep.
They're basically the main giant predator in Asia when this thing existed was a T-Rex relative called Tarbosaurus. Those claws came in handy.
Alright. And edit it out. Edit that out.
Right.
But I just saw the picture and it looks really interesting.
And like Jay said, it looks fat!
Yeah.
That's probably his only comment on it.
Well, I do think the fatness makes it look a little better, like more proportioned. But I do love how the claws are depicted here. They look very bony, but yet a little metallic.
That'd be awesome if they were metallic. So, Jay, your thoughts on Therizinosaurus? Hello? Ultraman 52?
Hello?
Oh crap.
Sorry, no. I was watching a video. I am sorry.
What are your thoughts on Therizinosaurus?
That dinosaur needs to lose fucking weight.
Ha! But what do you think of its claws?
It's pretty cool. I would say it looks more Wolverine than Freddy Krueger-ish.
Because Freddy Krueger had 4 claws.
Kind of reminds me of Edward Scissorhands.
You know what? That's a better way to describe it. It's the Edward Scissorhands of dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think Wolverine's better.
Oh well.
Because Edward Scissorhands has 5 fingers with knives and scissors on them. This dinosaur only has 3 fingers. Wolverine has 3 blades on each hand.
True.
So, yeah, that's my number 6. One of the strangest animals ever to exist, the
The
Therizinosaurus.
fattest dinosaur ever conceived.
Oh, come on, they're
Needs
fatter.
to lose some goddamn weight. Fatty sword.
Alright, my number 5 is Carnotaurus.
Oh my god, that thing is so nostalgic.
Carnosaur.
It's basically the bull of the dinosaurs.
Its name is it literally means meat-eating bull.
Man, I just love almost everything about this dinosaur. The name, the color scheme used in the Disney movie, and I love the horns of its head, on its head.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
It's
I haven't
basically,
seen that movie in years, actually.
the design in that movie kind of reminds me of Bacon a little bit, like the colors, but man, this thing's ferocious.
Oh, this thing needs to show up in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, wait, I think it did in Jurassic Park 3 when the characters are digging through its poop.
That was a Ceratosaurus.
Okay.
The Carnosaurus is basically, I think, almost as big, if not as big, as a Tyrannosaurus.
There needs to be a fight between a Tyrannosaurus and a Carnotaurus.
My money's down on T-Rex.
Here's actually my question about that. Where the fuck was Tyrannosaurus Rex in dinosaurs?
That's exactly what I'm wondering.
Was this in like another period that the Tyrannosaurus was not in?
This was either in late to early Cretaceous or, yeah, somewhere around there. Probably T-Rex didn't even evolve yet.
Congratulations, your Carnosaurus has evolved to Tyrannosaurus.
Which, by the way, I've been praying for a sequel to Dinosaur for a long time, but I don't think we're getting it.
I don't think it deserves a sequel. It's one of those films where it's good with just being one movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Grown Ups 2 should have been one movie. Grown Ups should have just been one movie.
And also, if Dinosaur did get a sequel, it would end up like Ice Age, where the dinosaurs end up meeting humans, or something like that, or meeting mammals.
There already is a film like that called Dinotopia.
Which, by the way, I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love the concept of it. I've always wanted to
It
live
also
in a world.
got a cartoon series as well.
Yep.
The reason I love Dinotopia because I've always wanted a world like that where dinosaurs were real.
Oh, by the way, speaking of which, in the movie Dinosaur, when you first see the Carnotaurus' face come through the trees, freaked the ever-living shit out of me as a kid.
Wasn't the Carnotaurus the main antagonist of the movie?
Yeah. And the Raptors.
I really loved
I
how
don't think that the Carnosaurus was the main antagonist. There was also that kind of asshole lizard.
Or sort of like a terrorist of some
No.
sort.
I'll say that.
Are you talking about one of the iguanodons?
Yeah, like he was the asshole one.
Oh, I remember I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like the main asshole of like the iguanodons.
Yeah, no, he gets killed by the Carnotaurus.
Good, because I would say the Carnosaurus is like the sub villain in the movie.
And there's 2 Carnotauruses in the movie. Both of them die.
I don't remember the movie. Was that the only one as a kid who was rooting for the Carnotaurus?
No.
I was.
Dude,
I love how they chose the Carnotaurus instead of the typical T-Rex. They just went with something like not as popular, yet they still managed to make it intimidating.
Like they did in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, with the Spinosaurus.
Was I the only one in who watched Jurassic Park 3 and was pissed off as shit that the T-Rex lost? And got
Not in
killed?
the slightest.
I was mad also. I was like, how? Well, I mean, as a kid, I didn't know much about dinosaurs, but like, I still think the T-Rex should have won.
Yeah, I was not ticked off. I was like, the king has been replaced. So, that's your number 5?
Uh-huh.
Carnotaurus. My number 5 is one of the villains from Jurassic Park, and we all know who it is.
Spinosaurus.
No! Velociraptor.
Nice.
Yeah, this dinosaur deserves my number 5 spot. I mean, what is there to not disable velociraptors? These things are smarter than possibly humans.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
I mean, come on. They know how to open doors.
Well, it's probably the movie.
Yeah.
Because the movie, the Jurassic Park dinosaurs are scientifically inaccurate. Like, how is a Spinosaurus able to snap a T-Rex's neck? Like, how is it able to twist
Actually,
its head like
from what I actually know, I don't even think that the Spinosaurus is actually bigger than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think it's like smaller.
Well, I mean, the only way someone can contradict that is that what if the Spinosaurus was genetically altered by like the cloning? But that I couldn't really. That's kind of going for too much.
Let's see. I mean, what do you want to talk about Velociraptor here for a moment?
Well,
Would you say they're the smartest dinosaurs ever to exist?
The who?
The Velociraptors.
I think they're one of them.
They are cunning as fuck.
Well, remember in The Lost World how Jeff Goldblum's daughter said, "Hey," and the raptor fell for it?
Oh, yeah.
I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of that film. It's like, hey, you can say anything to a Velociraptor and it'll turn around and look at you. You can say, hey, pussy,
Hey,
ass.
Oh, come on.
do you know what's smarter than a velociraptor?
What?
A velociraptor. Get it? Philosopher? Velociraptor? Thinking?
Ha! I got it. Oh, God. But anyways,
I think that's where they got their name
Low
from. Villa. Kind of rhymes with philo. Like they think. There's like a meme based on that. A velociraptor.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that actually.
Yeah.
let me just say this right now. Velociraptors, I love you. Sometimes I wish you weren't extinct.
There needs to be a kaiju that's a mutated velociraptor. That would be crazy.
That'd be scary.
I might actually do that for my Godzilla series. Have a pack of velociraptor kaiju.
Velociraptors versus zombies.
It'll be bloodshed.
Well, then it'll be zombie Velociraptors.
You know what? How about this? Saber-toothed cats versus Velociraptors.
Huh.
I think that'd actually be a really good fight. So, yeah. My number 5 is the Velociraptor. Now we go on to Jamie's number 4.
My number 4 is the Ankylosaurus.
Clankety, 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 clank. Ankylosaurus is built like a tank.
Basically the tank of dinosaurs.
Literally. Or the Anguirus of dinosaurs.
That's actually what Anguirus is based off of, the Ankylosaurus. Hence why he's called Anguirus or Anguillus. Ankylosaurus.
I think Anguirus is a combination of a Styracosaurus, a crocodile, and an Ankylosaurus. Sort of like how Godzilla's a combination of a T-Rex, Stegosaurus, and Iguanodon.
I wish Anguirus did have a club at the end of his tail, like a Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, with some spikes bursted out of it. Um, I love the Ankylosaurus because he's just a powerhouse.
This thing takes on T-Rexes left and right.
I can see him breaking T-Rex's, like, dinosaurs' legs. Like
It-
breaking bones.
It did that in Walking with Dinosaurs, do you remember?
Oh yeah, I think I do.
It broke the mother T-Rex's hip, and she died the next day from it.
Like, that is pretty BA.
Yeah, this is a herbivore you do not want to fuck with.
And I feel like every time they walk, like, it kind of shakes the earth. I mean, not literally, but you can hear, like, a loud thump.
Yeah. Jay, what is your thoughts on Ankylosaurus?
Can't really say much about him.
Except he's awesome.
Yeah.
I would have this dinosaur as a bodyguard. So, Jamie, that's your number 4?
Yep. The Ankylosaurus.
My number 4 is probably everyone's childhood favorite herbivore, and that is the Triceratops.
It was going to be on my list, but I felt like it was too cliche.
Okay, if dinosaurs didn't go extinct, do you think medieval armies would use a Triceratops in battles?
Definitely.
I
Along
I
with
would
Ankylosaurus.
a fight between a large bulldozer and a Triceratops. That's gonna be my weapon, the Triceratops. This again is another dinosaur that can take down a T-Rex, basically dismember it.
Yep.
I mean, have you seen the size of these horns?
Oh yeah. And their willpower. I especially love how they're depicted in Walking with Dinosaurs, where they have these markings on their heads.
You do realize those were another species of Triceratops called Torosaurus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which ticked me off. Triceratops only showed up once in Walking with Dinosaurs, and it was a Triceratops carcass.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got a sick Triceratops in Jurassic Park. What is up? How come I've only seen a sick and dead Triceratops? Why can't I see them actually active?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's... Oh yeah, I forgot. Prehistoric Park.
Oh. Did you know that there was
Yeah.
a deleted scene in King Kong 05 that involved the Triceratops attacking the gang?
Yep.
Yep.
That was recreated.
That scene was really intense. I don't know why they deleted it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
And there was a Triceratops chasing them in King Kong in the 33 version also that was also lost and recreated by Peter Jackson. But there was also a scene that had a CG Triceratops and it was in a jungle.
Basically, when this herbivore, it's calm, it's basically harmless, but when it's threatened, it knows how to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say the Triceratops is always horny.
Ah, ha 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 ha.
I think the rhinoceros is basically evolved from the Triceratops, both, but downgraded.
But except the rhino's a mammal.
Yeah.
Triceratops is a reptile.
So that's your number 3.
That's my number 4.
Oh yeah, number 4. Sorry. My number 3 is the Spinosaurus.
Oh ho ho ho.
I mean, I was really mad that it killed the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, but it's still a really cool creature.
This thing is literally a real life Godzilla.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's literally the only, I think the only dinosaur in the Jurassic Park series that actually legitimately stalked the character.
What?
The T-Rex?
No, the Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
Like, it basically stalked them. Also considering the fact that it's able to swim under fucking water.
Well, that might have actually been proven because these things are mainly fish eaters.
Yeah. I think the Spinosaurus is more comparable to Titanosaurus, except for the roar. The roar sounds a lot like Togera.
Which actually, guys, for those of you who didn't actually know, Titanosaurus is an actual dinosaur.
So is... Yeah, it's a sauropod, and there's an actual dinosaur called Gojirosaurus.
Yeah.
Wait, and it's given to a dinosaur that looks like a velociraptor. Couldn't they have given it to something that looks like a T-Rex?
Oh, that would be epic.
Literally, we could have had Godzilla in real life.
Also the Spinosaurus, oh crap, what was I gonna say? Also the Spinosaurus, I feel like it's, it can destroy an entire town if it was still alive.
Well, a massive pack of Spinosauruses probably could.
Yeah. And I feel like how they're depicted in my encyclopedia was a lot better than, well, the one in the movie I think is the best depiction of the Spinosaurus. Like the colors, the way his head is shaped.
I'm still wondering why it's stalking the humans.
Yeah. His roar sounds really similar to Togera.
You know.
Except a little deeper.
Oh, I love that roar in Jurassic Park 3. What do you think, Jay?
It's been a while since I've actually seen Jurassic Park 3, so...
But, what do you remember of the Spinosaurus?
Remember the scene where it's like Jaws and it's underneath the water, but all you can see is freaking fin.
That was so badass.
And I love
I also remember the scene where they're digging through the dinosaur shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shot in Jurassic Park 3 when the Spinosaurus rises his head out of the water with the lightning and everything. That looked so epic. The Spinosaurus's head resembles a crocodile's head, except with longer teeth.
Yeah.
So, my number 3, Spinosaurus.
Oh boy. We get into my number 3. My number 3 is considerably... This creature did not even live on land. It lived in the ocean. I don't know if some people are going to go and scientifically correct me on this one. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is the largest carnivorous reptile ever to have lived. That is the Liopleurodon.
Oh, God.
Oh, this thing is amazing.
It's like very horrifying yet magnificent.
This thing is a sight to behold.
But it's one of the few dinosaurs I am glad is dead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those would be a nightmare.
Can you imagine? No, instead of Japanese fishermen hunting whales, they're actually hunting Liopleurodons. And unlike the whales where they basically can't sink the Japanese fishing boats, Liopleurodon manages to sink them.
If only they can walk on land, then they would be Godzilla.
Jay, you know what a Liopleurodon is, right?
Nope. Link.
You seriously don't know what the Liopleurodon is?
I'm not that big into dinosaurs as I used to, dude.
Okay, but you do remember walking with dinosaurs.
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you remember that episode where, it's basically, the creatures of the ocean? There's that one gigantic creature that has... Crap. I don't even know how to describe Liopleurodon. Basically, the picture describes it best.
Isn't it horizontally shaped and has a really long snout and has fins?
Yeah, here's what it looks like. People on YouTube, you already know what it looks like. You're staring at the damn picture.
Oh, that thing. I remember the scene where it actually swallowed, I believe, a Allosaurus.
Oh, that was so cool! Where it basically just lifted its head out of the water and basically just swallowed that thing.
Yeah. One of the one of the few dinosaurs I wish are dead.
You
Or I'm glad they're dead.
Well, duh. Can you
Because
imagine what havoc this thing would cause if we're still in real life?
there'd be no like swimming or cruise ships at all.
I'm pretty sure there'd be cruise ships because these things could only be like 100 feet long.
Oh yeah. No one would inhabit the ocean.
Whales would be extinct.
Yeah, definitely.
This is one of the very few creatures besides the megalodon I'm glad are extinct.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jay?
What again? Sorry.
If Liopleurodon was still alive, what do you think the world would be like?
It would basically be. You know how people think that the megalodon exists,
Yeah.
still exists. Basically, the exact same thing about with the other one. Plus, also, we would actually have more sightings of it. Plus, also, it would have to be killing thousands, well, hundreds upon thousands of whales. We will be seeing a high decrease in the whale population.
In terms of sightings, In terms of sightings, what do you mean?
I mean, with the fact that, how do I explain it? Basically, people like getting photos of these creatures.
Oh, like when it's coming up for air.
Which I think would actually be impossible because the thing is a purebred killing machine. So, regardless, you're not gonna live to tell the tale that you saw something like that.
Oh, jeez.
No, you might survive a Liopleurodon, but you're not going to survive a kaiju.
Oh, there should be a kaiju in Pacific Rim that's like a Liopleurodon that's purely based in water. And it's like...
Well, we kind of already got that.
Well, yeah, that's Raiju.
So, my number 3, the Liopleurodon. Greatest creature to ever live in the ocean.
My number 2 is bigger than the T-Rex, and that is the Giganotosaurus.
Oh my god!
I think that thing is the real-life Godzilla.
That thing is the new antagonist for Jurassic Park.
It has to be. I swear, if there isn't one scene that features this thing, I'm gonna boycott the movie.
Oh man.
But, like, everything about this dinosaur is amazing.
It's massive, it's grotesque, it's ferocious, it's a pure cold stone killer.
It's definitely Godzilla. Because I think the spikes on his head and his back kind of represent his spines, but of course they're really small.
All basically like bumps.
Yeah, but they're still really noticeable. I think he's slightly taller than the T-Rex. Like the T-Rex, I see is the king of the dinosaurs. But the Giganotosaurus is the emperor of the dinosaurs.
Oh, Giganosaurus. The name that has a Godzilla monster's name in it. Giganosaurus.
Yeah. So, other thoughts on the Giganotosaurus, aka Giganosaurus?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Moving on!
What?
I said moving on.
Alright. My number 2 is Tyrannosaurus Rex. The main carnivorous dinosaur, the main giant carnivore for Jurassic Park. The dinosaur you most wanted to see on Walking with Dinosaurs, and the first thing they bring back to the future in Prehistoric Park.
The king of all dinosaurs.
In other people's...
Also, guys, here is the question. You know how in Jurassic Parks 1, 2, and 3, they had, of course, the main dinosaur, the T-Rex being the main dinosaur for the first 2 films, and Spinosaurus being the main dinosaur for the 3rd film?
Yeah?
here's my question: who's gonna be the main dinosaur for Jurassic Park 4?
Oh,
My
that
hope-
is.
My hope is the Giganotosaurus. I mean, there's nothing else that can compare.
Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. Can you tell the male and female T Rex apart?
I think one of them has a shorter snout than the other.
Actually, you can tell by their color.
Oh yeah.
The male is dark green while the female is tan.
I definitely want a different dinosaur than the T-Rex.
Well, they still got to be in Jurassic Park. I mean, come on, it's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it has to be in there, but there needs to be a new dinosaur as the main antagonist.
I mean, this is, to a lot of people, the ultimate carnivore. This is a creature that strikes fear into your soul. This is an awe-inspiring monster. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tyrannosaurus Rex for my number 2. And now, we get to find out what Jay's opinion is.
So my opinion about Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yep.
What can you really say anything about him? I mean, he's like the main embodiment of Godzilla, really.
Heck, Tyrant is in his name.
Tyrant. I mean, when you think of Godzilla, you think he's mostly composed out of the Tyrannosaurus Rex and Stegosaurus.
Yeah, it's mostly the body and the head that represent T-Rex.
Yeah. So really, I can't really say much about Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's, of course, the quote-unquote king of the tyrant lizards. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
And now,
of course, as a kid, he was my favorite dinosaur.
and
Same here.
ladies and gentlemen, we get to our number 1. Jamie,
My
what's your number
1 is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh boy, we gotta continue with this.
What can you say? He is, the childhood, like, thing overall.
He is a part of every kid's childhood.
Like, every kid's childhood. And,
He was a part of mine, yours, everybody else's.
like, even girls' childhood.
I shall.
And it's also the one that I'm glad is dead. And it strikes fear in everyone's health.
Oh
And
man.
it strikes fear in everyone's hearts.
Can you imagine if Tyrannosaurus Rex was still alive, guys?
Wait, what?
Okay, guys. What do you think the world would be like if T-Rex was still alive?
We would try to basically capture it, put it in a zoo, and make money off it, because that's literally what the world is about now. Whenever we see something that is so fucking, like, awesome, and we know for a fact it'll be money-making shit right there, we will go out, try to capture it, spend about $1,000 or so more dollars, waste money just trying to catch the fucking thing, then put it in a fucking zoo for, whenever the fuck it dies, whatever.
Well, I don't know if anybody can even capture one, unless if it's like the army.
You're
Or
gonna
as a
need some.
baby.
You're gonna need some really experienced game hunters then.
The only disadvantage it has is its small arms.
Hey, guys, if you're ever down and depressed, just think about a Tyrannosaurus Rex trying to make a bed.
Or trying to clap its own hands.
Yep. I'm not gonna say that, because that sounds really fucking fucked up.
Trying to masturbate.
Yes, I want to say that, actually.
It would suck to be a T-Rex.
Oh, big time. But hey, if you're a T-Rex and you're in a modern world, you can cause a lot of terror.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you also gotta love that scene in Jurassic Park 2, like, where the Japanese are running from the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they're saying, I came to America to get away from this.
Oh, that is an obvious Godzilla nod. But
Yeah.
Jurassic Park: The Lost World was more respectful to Godzilla than the crap we got next.
Yep, that is like horribly, like, ironic.
Yep.
Also, like the T-Rex, um, they're like you even get fear from the name.
Quick question. A pack of 100 Tyrannosaurus Rexes versus Zilla.
The T-Rexes.
Oh, big time.
Well, except if Zilla accidentally steps on the T-Rexes while trying to run away from them.
Oh,
I
then you're...
don't think that Zilla is that much of a pussy.
Well, he only fights in self-defense, or when when it's really desperate.
Or when he's actually pissed off.
Yeah, or when but even then he doesn't really pose a threat, because if he tried destroying the building would just crush him. Or the only disadvantage is the sonic roar, and if there's gasoline tanks, then you got fire breath.
If you were gonna go looking for Tyrannosaurus Rexes in a modern world, where would you go look for them?
Probably in Africa.
Yeah, because it's really warm there.
Like,
By the way,
around...
if a Tyrannosaurus T-Rexes still lived in North America, whatever you do not go into forest areas.
Yeah.
Most likely you are not coming out alive. Question is, what T-Rex even eat, man? Or would he even pick on, man?
I can see him like attacking but not really eating them.
Yep. So Jamie, your number one is the Tyrant Lizard King, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yep.
My number one is an awe-inspiring creature. This one basically scared me when I saw it on screen. And let me just write this right now. It became my favorite dinosaur. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite dinosaur is Spinosaurus aegypticus. Let me just say this right now. People are going to kill me for this. I think this dinosaur should be crowned king of the dinosaurs. It is so awesome the way it looks. It is so badass. This thing is literally, in my opinion at least, the real life Godzilla. I mean, this thing could actually swim. It could take down other predators. Its size and other sizes. It could take down gigantic sauropods the size of Brachiosaurus.
Wait, so like what dinosaur is this again?
Spinosaurus.
Okay.
I mean, what can you say about this thing? It killed a T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Even though in real life it is smaller. And also its scientific
I think
name
like
is
how tall
really
is it
catchy.
compared? I think that in real life, the real Spinosaurus is only about like I think as tall as I think like the Tyrannosaurus is like knee. I think it might be even a little taller than that, but not by much.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to find out how big Spinosaurus is.
Also, its scientific name is really catchy.
Spinosaurus aegypticus.
Yep.
That's because it was found in Egypt.
Yeah, which makes it more majestic.
Let's see. Apparently, to this article I'm reading, the Spinosaurus, in terms of length, it was 50 feet long. And in terms of height, it was at least 20 feet tall. So,
how tall is the T-Rex?
How tall is the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yeah.
Crap, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up again. I'm constantly looking up stuff. Let's see. Apparently, a T-Rex is at least 30 feet long, and its height is at least 10 feet. The fuck? So, it appears that Spinosaurus is the bigger dinosaur. So my question is, who is your money on, the T-Rex or the Spinosaurus?
I'd have to say the T-Rex.
I'm going Spino because he's just so awesome.
I mean,
I would say if you want to know who really wins, well, let's find a way how to genetically copy a Tyrannosaurus and a Spinosaurus and make them duke it out in real life. that's gonna get everyone's answer.
Pretty much, yeah.
We need to literally create, genetically modify and create a just basically make the dinosaurs living again.
Let's see.
Just take a fucking frog or do like what they did like in the first Jurassic Park film.
Okay.
Just take a freaking
Take Spinosaurus DNA, take T-Rex DNA, clone them, beef up their size to like 100 feet, and then let them duke it out in the middle of Tokyo.
I think then if they do that, that basically means that Japan will officially declare war on America, and yet again be blaming shit on someone else, even though this is our own shit, and we don't have the balls to admit that, oh yeah, we did this. So yeah, don't get mad. So please don't get mad at us. Blame these assholes.
Who even said the United States would do it? Who says a couple of scientists would do it?
Yeah, but where in the world? It doesn't matter. Like any country that you fuck with, and they think that you did it for fun, they're gonna say, you know what? Japan's gonna say, fuck it. You know, you fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with you back. We're gonna declare war on your ass. How about that? You didn't think like that shit would happen now, would you, bitch?
Oh boy, this is where it gets political.
What if the Spinosaurus was irradiated?
It's impossible because literally the radiation would just kill it.
Yeah, but what if we put Godzilla logic into it?
It's basically almost impossible.
Let's see. If I managed to clone a Spinosaurus, beefed up its size to like 300 feet, and basically I just let it loose on the world, what do you think the results are going to be?
Literally, first off, we're going to find the actual guy who did it to the Spinosaurus, arrest him, and then go try and find, capture, and or kill the Spinosaurus, and then possibly the guy who created it will probably be put to be sentenced to death.
Oh, what if they can't find me though?
Like, I bet it'll take a lot of airstrikes.
And basically, they'll just end up killing it, and every time you basically bring one back, well, every time you basically send another Spinosaurus out, they track where it, or they'll basically track from where it originated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we better. Oh, we better.
If they hear any kind of news of, this guy left town immediately, like right after the Spinosaurus appeared, government's gonna get suspicious, and therefore you'll be on like the top 10 world's most wanted.
Like Osama.
Okay, we better change the subject.
The next Osama.
Yeah, but except I'm unleashing giant monsters onto the world.
Oh, we better change the subject before this gets all political.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. So,
off camera.
And the comments are like, oh, Obama this, Obama that.
So guys.
I'm about to be saying yes, we can. I said I wanna ride you, like I think you're the man, and now I'm dick riding Obama.
Enough with that. So guys, did you enjoy this little chat we had?
Yep.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So YouTube, those were our top 10 favorite dinosaurs. And if you disagree with me that Spinosaurus isn't the king, fuck you. And rate, comment, subscribe, and also subscribe to these guys, and have a wonderful day.
Here's the question, dude. Before you enter the video,
Okay.
what will be your next top 10?
Ooh, that is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, our top 10 favorite kaiju.
Oh, this one's gonna be tough.
That's generic.
Also kind of easy because we'd all vote Godzilla as number one.
I'm not a over obsessed fanboy. I know my shit. I know where Godzilla is on my list.
What about top 10 favorite American movie monsters?
I have not been exposed to a lot of those, because, yeah.
Let's see our
I
top
think-
our top 10 favorite countries.
Hell no.
Yeah, that would get boring.
Yeah. How about
How about top 10 favorite, like, porn stars? No, I'm just joking.
top
Is it
10
odd I actually have a list of that?
top 10 video games?
No, too simple.
Yeah.
Our
Plus, there'd be too many arguments.
How about a sequel to one of your last top 10 videos? Top 10 favorite villains.
Ooh,
Oh yes. Okay,
Of course.
write it down before we
Basically,
forget.
Maybe that list will consist of top 10 favorite villains that are from video games, TV shows, movies, cartoons, and anime.
And
And
comics.
also comics.
Ooh, this one's gotta be fun.
Oh, it will be, because that's what my first one was. So guys, you ready to end this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody start stripping.
I'm still laughing, damn it. Oh god. So rate, comment, subscribe, and